That baby's cooked, dude.
Dude, 3-valve sucks so freaking bad, dude.
I don't know, Turdzilla runs pretty good. Last night it was backfiring in the intake. Yeah! That's running good, dude. What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. We have Coyote's 08 Mustang GT. Got a 3-valve in it. Pretty sure it jumped time or something. It was backfiring through the intake last night. Barely runs. We're going to be doing Coyote swap in possibly 8 hours. So we're going to move this out of here. Going to show you the parts that we're going to use. And this should be a pretty simple process. Matt Sopa has this really cool harness, Make It Modular, where basically we plug in, we use all the factory BCM stuff from the 3-valve, works with the Coyote computer, and should be a breeze. So we're gonna see if we can tear this thing apart, basically take this engine out, put the Coyote in, bolt it up to the 3650, put it all together, and fire it up. So as you can see right now, it doesn't run very well. It was backfiring in the intake. Like, I could see the flames. If I had to guess, something's wrong with the cam phasers or timing chains, or it jumped time somehow. Yeah. It's not great. It also has some bad gas in it too that we're gonna have to.
It's been for like 3 years.
Yeah. I think she's cooked, bud.
She's fried.
Yeah, so last night when it was dark out, like, he was getting those pops and you could see the flame front right through here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's less than ideal. So are we pushing it?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so here we have Gen 1 Coyote. I'm gonna go pressure wash this thing up, get it nice and clean, ready to drop in the 3-valve. But first, we gotta tear this thing apart. So let's do it.
Bottom we go.
guys, so see, 3-valve is out. We're not going to talk about this process because this is really very simple. Remove 3-valve engine trans, and now we'll get started on the swap. We got to clean up the Coyote that's going in it. We didn't wash it yet or do anything with it. But yeah, so 3-valve is right here. I think we'll remove some things off of this and transfer over. This thing is blown the hell up. This is just gonna be kind of stripped apart, core out. We're gonna use the original 3-valve K-member. We're gonna use an electric steering rack to go ahead and switch this thing over from the ugly, power steering, hydraulic, setup. Electric power steering, Coyote. We're gonna use the 3650 trans, it's right there. So yeah. Okay, so we got the Coyote up here up front in the clean area of the shop, but the pressure washer's over here, so we're gonna kind of get this thing ready to get cleaned because we definitely want it to look good in the car. It's unfortunate that the timing cover kind of has the aluminum oxidation. That just takes a long time to get it to look back nice, but this black here, the gray here, that stuff will all come back really quickly with some purple power and some pressure washing. We had to use the 3-valve motor mounts, not because the Coyote ones won't work, but because these ones were broken in the accident that we got these out of. But essentially, most of what's here is going to work right in line with the 3-valve setup. I think we got to swap the index spacer plate because this is the auto one. We need a manual style one, as far as I know. Really simple. It's good that we had a complete engine. So this thing has sensors. You can see the crank, reluctor wheel, harness. Everything's pretty much plug and play, which is sweet. AC compressor right here. So this is the Coyote one. I think that we're gonna need the shim to move it forward for the power by the hour to use the 4.6 compressor. So we're just gonna leave the Coyote one on it for now, and we're gonna figure that out. But the goal is start, run, and drive today. I think our biggest hang is gonna be getting that nasty gas out.
Yeah, for sure.
Start, run, drive, and dyno?
Yeah,
Maybe. Ready to drop in. So about 2 hours in.
Feeling good?
We've got to plop out the old school steering rack, and we're going to plop in a 11 to 14 electric steering rack. It's going to be sweet. If the K-member that came out of your donor car wasn't messed up, we would have been able to just literally swap the whole thing in.
Yeah, that one took a shot for sure.
Yeah, and if we picked up an MT82 car, we could have, that would have been the move, because we could have literally plopped the entire K-member, MT82 clutch, everything just right in. But I mean, this also works too. We know this 3650 trans is good. So fresh clutch and plop her in. All right, so we just grabbed our 1114 rack. Lines right up with the tie rods. This is one that we had here in stock, Freedom Parts. And yeah, the only thing that doesn't line up is this one bolt hole here, but this is the same way the 3-valve one bolted in, right? Mm-hmm. So we, in theory, shouldn't need that bolt. I don't think so.
I mean, you could always
drill it out too, but... Yep, and then our GT500 trans harness will plug right in there and power the rack, which is sick. No more power steering lines. We'll have to clear out the power steering lines. We ended up cutting those just because we knew that we weren't going to reuse it. Coyote is in. Let's Just gotta install a clutch, a few odds and ends, and sandwich her back together. We put the GT500 trans harness in before the engine, so that way we can route it out and around. I think we got to vacuum out the intake ports, clean those up a little bit, and we'll probably put the intake manifold on before we even put it up in the car, basically, so all we have to do is plug it in once it gets in the car. We do have to drain the fuel because it's pretty nasty. This thing's been sitting for a minute. 3650 trans. If you guys didn't know, mod motor bell housing is like the same from 96 to current, including the Godzilla uses mod motor bell housing as well. All right, so Cobra flywheel, 8-bolt. Hey, don't lose those dowel pins. I need them. Very nice. Is that aluminum guy or steel?
Should be a steel, Johnny.
Damn, cheap guy over here. He didn't want them free revs, dude.
I didn't even know. I don't think Lethal makes an aluminum one. Can do that.
I don't know.
I just bought whatever.
It don't matter. It's same thing. All right. Coyote tip. If you're installing one of these, make sure your crank reluctor wheel is on there. Otherwise, she won't go vroom vroom. Okay, Coyote's in, PBH, paths deleted, manual PCM, and we put it right in the stock location of the 3-valve computer. I already pulled that out. Bolts right in, same bracket and everything. So we got the Make It modular harness. This thing houses the map, the throttle body connector, and basically the interface between the Coyote computer and the BCM. It's pretty much plug and play. You can see this is your body harness side. That's going to be your lower right there. Your engine harness for the Coyote goes right in the middle. And then the trans harness, which we use the GT500 trans harness, boom, right there. That's going to go right in that top port. So we're just going to go ahead and route this. We do have to send a gas pedal cable into the car, which I think is this really long one right there. And we'll show you what this looks like once it's plugged in. All right, we got to drain the fuel out, but
I got the key for it.
God damn it, Cody. He's got to find the key now. So as soon as he flips the key on, we should see the Coyote throttle body move. You don't know where the key is? All right, we're really close. We got to rig up a fuel line, but damn it, Cody, where'd the key go? All right, so key on. Fuel pump is priming. I just put that there. We got to rig up a fuel line, but check this out. Throttle body. All right, give her some fuel, dude, and she'll suck and fire it up.
What about this rascal?
It doesn't need it. Not for first fire up. Should fire right up. So it's still got the shitty fuel in it. It may be low on fuel, but I think it's I think it's got enough to fire up. We'll see. I got my gas pedal over here. Neutral. Yeah. All right. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, I think we need fuel, dude.
I think we need fuel and, or the O2's about the,
Yeah, it'll fire up with no, with them wide open. Just let it run for a sec. That fuel is that bad. All right, fresh fuel in it. All right, dude. There we go. It's running good now. Now we gotta do some wiring and stuff, but. All right, well, a few more odds and ends. Clutch line, exhaust. We got to wire a few little things like extend some wires for the VSS from the GT500 trans harness. Really just minor stuff. Get the gas pedal in the car. Yeah, then we should be rocking and rolling. Oh, we haven't hooked up the steering shaft yet, but we have to see if this electric steering rack works too. Yep. But overall, really cool. Plugged in Matt Sopa's harness, make it modular. And it's not using a control pack. Like this is using the 3-valve BCM to run everything.
yeah, it seems like it's so far so good. I mean, pretty smooth.
Yeah, I called him up though. I wish I filmed that part. I called him up and I'm like, yo dude, it's not working. The throttle body's not moving. And then I'm like, oh man, I f***ed up. I didn't plug in the throttle body, that's why I wasn't moving.
Yeah, no, the harness is like really clean. I mean, it's definitely OEM plus quality. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like,
Yeah.
Super clean.
Yeah, no, it's cool to do that, you know, because now you don't have two fuse boxes. You still only have your one factory one.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it'll work in these 0509 cars, because you know how they get. But then the electric steering rack should, in theory, work too.
Clunker.
You know, they make a tool for that.
God damn it.
It's moving. The oil filter did not want to move, so I stuffed the screwdriver through it.
This is less than ideal. We need rags. Look at that.
It moved. It's loose now.
100%. I just gotta get the rest of the way, but the problem is...
This is the oil from the other car, the donor car. Got fresh oil, but we want to fire her up first. Well, got the old Miller out. How you making out?
Yeah, I just wanna... I cut smaller slivers. I didn't need one that was that big. And this one has a bend in it that I wasn't a fan of because they bent the over axle, so I cut two of them the straights.
Yeah. So we went ahead and extended the wires for VSS and reverse brake lights. So we dropped the oil out, got the steering shaft in. It's 3-valve steering shaft, made it right up to the electric steering rack. I think we still gotta get the lower rad hose in, but making the quick exhaust so this thing doesn't sound like a tractor. Got the Miller out.
Coyote for you.
Yeah.
I've had a Coyote junk, but here we are.
Freaking hater. He's gonna see the black car's taillights, dude.
4.6.
Drive out of his life.
4.654 for the win, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
You're gonna see that Coyote drive out of his life. How's that? You want higher? Oh. nasty exhaust leak going. We're gonna have to probably fix that in the morning, but we got HP tuners going, pretty cool. You can see both widebands are working properly. And this is through the stock 3-valve OBD2 port. This is all factory. We didn't even run a new OBD2 port. Crazy. Look at this. Everything's working great. You can see it's adding 25% on this bank because it's got a really bad exhaust leak. We're gonna have to fix that tomorrow. We're getting the coolant system up to temp. It's at 160 right now. The clutch, everything works. See here. Shifts through gears. So that's all working. Awesome. So yeah, 164. Just gonna make sure all this stuff works, but then we'll get a tune in it. But we really got to get this this bank figured out. All right, check this out. Just running real good. Exhaust is hooked up. Bleeding out the coolant system. Everything's reading on the HP tuners. We got a little exhaust leak on this side. Gonna touch that up. Check this out. Electric power steering. Like, this is, oh yeah, that is nice. Everything's looking OEM, fresh. Getting the coolant bled. Killer, dude. All right, so started at noon. It is 1 a.m. We have a complete car on the ground, pretty much ready to drive. Other than we want to fix this exhaust leak before we drive it. It sounds like a tractor when you rev it. It's awful. But other than that, electric power steering working, gauge clusters working, hooked up the HP tuners, we already tuned it. Easy. Huge shout out to Matt Sofa, making modular harness. It was plug and play. Didn't need to run another fuse box. Minor wiring, and that was just to extend some wires. So yeah, hit that like button if you guys like the content here. Please comment, like, subscribe. I mean, we literally banged out a Coyote swap in one single day. So hit the subscribe button. We'll do another video driving this and tuning it. We'll probably just throw it on the dyno because, well, we have a dyno here if you guys are new here. Yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next one.